Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Boy Ghost GG. And we are continuing on with Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, right where we left off. If I do sound a little weird to you guys, I'm a little nasally, a little stuffed up. I've been sick for a full week. I got sick last Tuesday, and now it's Tuesday as well. So I'm just sick again. And yeah, not fun. Not fun at all. But yeah, even though I still have a sore throat and a stuffy nose, my energy is way back. It's way back. I'm here, I'm playing. And yeah, so we're just gonna continue off right where we left off. I'm actually gonna go to the main mission. I know I said I was gonna do some side stuff, but like I just want to play the main mission. I don't really want to do any side stuff right now. So find out how to get, yeah, we're gonna go over there. Yeah, we're just gonna go straight to the main mission. Because we still haven't reached that point where the game tells me, if I continue on, I'm gonna fail certain missions, so I'm waiting for that still. But we out here chilling with my green tea, got some lemon and ginseng. Scorching hot, so I'm just waiting for it to cool down. Also in the background, we have preload for Assassin's Creed Shadows happening. I forgot to preload it last night. It became available at 11 p.m. I think I passed out like 7 p.m. last night. So it was like, yeah, that wasn't gonna happen. Yeah, it's installing 102 gigabytes, by the way. That's with the PS5, like, whatever software they use or whatever hardware they use to, like, compress. That's with the compression.
Easy.
That's wild.
Easy. Nice and slow.
That is wild.
Whoa. I'm glad to see you again.
You have the gall to show me your face again? I'll
hello.
call the guards.
Hold your horses. I'll come in peace. Actually, I have a little offer for you.
You've come to blackmail me again?
Call it what you like. I need to get into the City Council Assembly. And I reckon you can help me.
The assembly? The one King Sigismund is supposed to attend in person?
Surely you wouldn't deny me a chance to meet the king.
Don't try that on me. This is connected with Ruthard, isn't it? And tell the truth.
Oh.
I want to know what Sigismund tells the council. I hear it'll be important.
You want to spy? Do you know what you're risking? And what I'd be risking? Forget it.
Have you forgotten I have you over a barrel? If you want to keep your position and your head on your shoulders, you'd better shape up.
All right, all right. Maybe we can make a deal. If I get you into the council, you'll behave appropriately and you won't betray yourself, or especially me. And that will be the end of our business together.
And how about a few groschen to seal our fruitful relationship?
You're worse than a horse dealer. Have it your way, then. You can get into the council assembly.
Oh, 65 bucks not really worth it.
easily.
Whatever.
My cook's son will be serving there. He's roughly around your age. Maybe he can be persuaded to let you stand in for him. Although, not everyone would want to give up an opportunity to serve the King of Hungary.
Who's this boy?
Franta's his name. Franta Cooldown. He's an idler and a boozer, but he's proved his worth as a waiter. Which reminds me, you'll need his letter of permission to serve in the council. Otherwise, you won't be let inside.
What will I need to work as a waiter there?
Fast feet and good manners. And the livery of a royal waiter.
Excuse me?
Do you think you can serve the king in a torn shirt and muddy hose?
Well, no. But I never heard about any livery before.
Our usual waiter had a brand new livery made specially for meeting the king. Don't even show up there without it.
Okay.
Where can I find the cook's boy?
He's supposed to pick up his new clothes at the market today from Master Tailor Schneider. You'll almost certainly run into him there. That is, if he's up and about after his boozing bout. I swear that fellow practically lives at that Tin Hen.
At the what?
That German alehouse, the Iron Eagle. That is zum Eisernen Adler.
What would work on him? How can I persuade him to give me his job?
Would you like me to give you a letter for him? I told you how to get to the assembly. Now do your part.
I'll be going then. See you at the council.
Just make sure we both come out of it alive.
Sure. I'll try my best. Oh, let's go tell Lady Rosa about that as well. Maybe we should pick up the side missions and just like have them. Oh, this is the fighting area. Oh, you have a mission for me.
Schönen Tag.
So,
Alles, aber
I'd like to help.
Emmeram still has the fencing sword. And we need it zurück. You admit, without the sword...
And you're afraid to go and see him
Me? It's rather unpleasant.
Well,
Wunder.
I will.
You must have...
Okay.
You wouldn't have...
Not long ago, ein Frau was here looking for sword.
Why?
She is a widow. Poor thing. She will... Deshalb go to her.
Fine.
She lives in...
Alright. Still has a tournament mission for me. I don't want to pick that up though. Oh, I have a bed here. I got a new activity by the apothecary. Oh my god, it's in here again.
You won't get me.
Oh, she's right here. That's why.
Greetings.
Menhard,
Praise the Lord that I'd end up
first.
my oath. He liked us, but that way he swear weave.
Yeah, I don't really care.
As a wit.
Just picking them up.
Tell me.
What do you? There's no.
I'll fight.
Thank you. Go make.
That was something.
Somewhere in the city. Okay.
Bad luck.
How you'll learn that the church is rotten. Hear what Master Jan Hus of Prague teaches them. Priests wallow in gold, while their followers...
Oh yeah, she's up in here.
By the way,
My favourite.
as I wandered through the fortress, and there it lay.
You really found it. By the way, did you have any...
I read a bit.
what did you...
While reading it, I thought the right... Well, yeah. Or her side.
Women writing books. Come now.
Why not? I bet they would write better than many men.
Such audacity.
More like experience. I once helped with copying. Most of it was boring drivel.
I can imagine. A person does all that work to learn to read and write, but then they...
What?
Not just time.
Hold on.
I did. Look, you've never thought about writing something.
Me?
How should I know?
That's a tempting notion. Who knows?
Wouldn't you want to at least give it a try?
I suppose I'm not quite sure where you go.
There are still a few blank pages left, so we could finish writing it together.
That sounds great.
We'll have plenty of light and privacy in my chamber.
My pleasure.
Okay.
How should I start?
You haven't thought of anything yet?
Now, I have many ideas, but we must contribute in equal parts.
Both? Well, fine. What should I do?
Just tell me what you'd like to read about. I'll take careful...
There are heaps of stories about men.
All right. A woman, then.
Such as...
Tell me one trait that is...
I think above all that she's...
And isn't that rather detrimental?
Only fools say that. Jilted half-wits who met girls smarter than themselves.
You'd be surprised. My father is no fool, but at times he wishes I were more of a goose. Or better yet, that I would change overnight into a sun. But if the lady in our story is clever, should she employ her wits...
I'm for...
I agree. Too bad it's only on paper. Well, just about finished.
Well, let's have a look.
Not yet. Something's missing.
What?
A picture. I don't trust myself with proper illumination, but I think I can handle a sketch, especially if you'll be my model.
What? And what on earth do I have to do?
Imagine a beautiful lady is standing before you, and you are courting her. What would you do?
Well, I'd rather keep what I do to myself. But how about something like this?
All right, what do we got? We rate a
Well.
masterpiece or what?
Now we're done. Your suffering is over.
Oh. Let me do that.
So what about that story of...
Too bad there aren't more books like this.
Really? I'll take... And what about the sketch? For such a slapdash...
Oh, it's pretty, really.
But otherwise, I think we can be quite satisfied.
Well. And for that matter, you're an interesting girl, and I'd like...
No beating around the bush. How about that? Please do stop by sometime. I wager it will be enlightening for both of us. Perhaps I can show
Well-
you my collection of hunting trophies.
Tales of Gutenberg. You helped Rosa finish her book? Oh, nice. That's safe by any chance? It did. read this book.
I'm going to pretend I didn't see that.
So you're a robber.
You said you could teach me something.
If you ask nicely.
Very well then.
That depends on what you're interested in, or if you prefer actions. But I warn you. So.
Scholarship 500. Oh yeah, I'll
I'd like
take
to.
it.
What's
You'd better.
Could you?
Of course, but I warn you. So.
I'd like you. You should.
I prefer.
Will you?
All right, get the last thing from her. There's a lot of books. She have 3 lockpicks.
I'm sorry.
That was rude.
Christ, pardon me.
Alright, where am I? Alright. Let's go down this way. I want to go pick up these side missions just to have them. May as well pick them all up. But make sure we don't pick up fighting missions over here at the home wall. That's obviously just a waste of time. Clothes do I have on? My fighting clothes on. Okay. For some reason I didn't have arrows on. Must have just forgot.
Oh, what? Yeah. Oh, what? Are you gonna start blubbering again?
Good afternoon.
Is it normal for a scout?
Of course! When he orders a beer, he gets a rag to go with it. It's a long story. See you later, my friend.
If you overslept and didn't come into work.
Greetings. See you soon, my
For
friend.
shame.
How can I...
Where did the skeleton?
Ah, another newcomer. I'm happy to tell you because it's a... Have you got the...
Go ahead.
Sure did.
Well, 10 years ago, back when the tavern belonged to another fella, miners used to gather here and play dice for money. Miners are not very rich, and they often lost what little they had to live on. But their wives were understandably pissed off, so they came up with a plan. They clubbed together to buy a skeleton of a hanged man from the executioner, and they hid it in the cupboard where the miners kept their dice, thinking they would take it as a sign from God. But when the drunken men, they sat it down next to them, gave her a drink.
The wives' plan didn't.
The miners don't come here anymore. The miners don't come here anymore. But Hugo, as he came to be called, I'm telling you, good story.
Great. What's
Nothing much. That's what I call her.
There. It looks better already.
It's just you.
Oh. Alright, so I can't talk to
So,
Chechnya.
Wine, thanks.
I mean, Goliath is a fight.
Farewell, sir.
Welcome. Farewell, sir.
Alright, so 3 of them are fights. One of them is Chechenik, but I can't speak to him, so we move on. At least it's good to know. Oh, there's an alchemy bench in here.
What would you like?
I hear you're...
Has word got round all?
What's going on?
The leeches have run out of ideas who to bleed dry. So they've...
What tax?
The cleaned one bathhouse in Kuttenberg will be chosen that won't have to pay the official municipal bathhouse. But they'll slap the clean tax on the rest.
Do you already... Couldn't it be yours?
I'd have to be friends with... But do you know who has...
Adam.
That's right. And when he gets special status, I'll be ruined.
Almost.
You find it fishy as...
Do you think he's behind?
He couldn't do something like this on his own. Councillor, that man has half the best girls, and he's never had to pay it.
So Adam is...
Exactly. Extra coin.
Is there anything we...
I don't know. These last days I've been trying to...
How many of...
A few. But the leeches are happy to... Holy God.
Well, maybe he and Adam wouldn't be...
That might... If he thought they couldn't...
Right.
I try out... They're bound to know the councillor's likes and dis...
Right.
Thanks very much. It's not long to...
Ill repute. It's gonna take them all off. Let me get a clear look at this map.
Quality goods. The finest wares. For some... We've got enough to go around.
A fine day for some fine wares. Come and take your pick. Here they are.
The best fabric. The finest...
Greetings.
Surely you could... Here you are. The
No more than I'd expect after the amount they cost. Thanks. And you impatient fella.
You must be frantic.
I am.
I'm Henry. I heard you were supposed to...
I am.
Supposing I took the job on for you. You can put...
Look here. It's not like I'm all that keen on it, but it's well paid. Them councillors stuffing their faces and... Why would you want to stick...
I just have to get in. I have an important message for the king.
But why would you want to get...
But it could be that someone from the council is mixed up in it.
I see. All right. To begin with, you'll need confirmation that you've worked as a waiter at the council and you're capable of serving even His Majesty. Look here. Do you have any idea what's expected of you? Can you tell different wines apart and that?
Actually, yes, I can.
Of course. Who do you take me
I'm
for?
actually going to do that.
All right. Show the confirmation to the head butler.
That makes sense.
And you... Here it is. I look like a prick in it. The main thing is, don't lose it before the assembly.
Thanks. I won't disgrace you.
You better not.
Plates.
Take your pick. All quality wares.
Let's take our stealth stuff off. Let me wash my clothes.
Apples, juicy apples, yellow apples, bread rolls, pancakes, cabbage,
Franta Cooldown sent me. I'm to stand in for him at the council assembly.
Franta's not coming. What's wrong with him?
He got as drunk as a lord. Totally pie-faced. Then he fell into a ditch, and now he's staggering around the streets, God knows where.
I might have expected.
He's a drunk.
Once, he turned up with a hangover, and as soon as he smelt wine, he threw up all over the chapel door.
Oh no.
I told him if that ever happened again, he was for the boot. Oh, well, you'll have to take his place for today. I've no time to find someone else. We can't be without a waiter here, when the king himself will need waiting on. So, let's have a look at you. Have you got Franta's certificate?
Sure. Here it is.
Everything's in order. Now, about your livery. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. You can put your steel aside in front of the council chamber, along with your other stuff. You won't be needing it anyway. You don't want to be dragging a load if you're running around tables. Everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what your duties are? For an inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be a great responsibility.
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice. I wouldn't want to foul things up.
I should certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way. In short, behave as if you're not there. But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokaib or red monastery wine.
White or red, by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarzhitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
All right. Sir Adam of Zarzhitz stays dry.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him. And the most important thing?
To stay in the background and keep quiet until someone asks me something?
Correct. The councillors have a lot to discuss, and they certainly don't need any interruptions. And in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you. Understood?
Okay.
Absolutely.
Correct. And if you manage not to botch it up, you can even rise on the social, but you'll manage it.
I know everything.
Excellent. Put away your things here.
Alright, Gutenberg City Council morning. Oh, I'm already in. Pouring wine orders. I guess we'll order wine. Either Tok Jolly white or Monastery red. Tokchi. By calling out to you and raising their hand. If you're unsure, you can ask them to repeat their order.
There are the pictures of wine. Hopefully I won't splash anyone's shoes.
Should the town reserve have worse weapons than any räuber in the domain?
What are you getting at, Eldris?
I'm saying that the bandits who
I
freed
apologise,
Hinnick,
sir.
the Dry Devil,
Which one?
used that thing. That Hackenbücher. Hand cannon. Can you believe it? Where did they get them?
You're the one who should know where they got them, since you're a gunsmith.
What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that they had them, Herrgott. It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
What is it, Eldris? You smell a deal?
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not realize what Schwierigkeiten this is. The Dry Devil's running free. There are Raubringer everywhere in the region. We have the army bearing down, and you want to defend yourselves with a few rusty halberds.
And who is it you want to fight?
Sir?
Exactly. The merciful King Sigismund providing us...
Well, thank the Lord.
Der König and his army will not be here forever.
Shut up! The king can arrive at any moment. What if he heard you?
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it with brooms?
You're right, Eldris. But where can we get the coin for better equipment?
We can always confiscate the property of the king's enemies, nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the geometric state of our armory. And the king is surely aware of it as well. Maybe if we waive some of the taxes...
The king fears that this town will rise against him. He'll take the arming of the city's militia as a preparation for war.
So you suggest we just wait with arms crossed for the Raubringer to wreak havoc all around?
We can always ask the king to bring order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no
Yeah.
solution of the...
Oh wait, monastery is red. Shit.
I'll wait and see what His Majesty thinks about
High
the
is
matter.
white.
Maybe he
Idiot.
can change his mind.
How bad?
Eli?
I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the public baths.
You mean baths or brothels?
Isn't it the same thing?
So, the cleanliness of the city is not what it should be.
Youngster,
The
some
current
red!
baths in the city fall far short of covering all the citizens' needs.
But we have another bathhouse here, on Hopring.
My friend Adam from the baths in Haradek district told me about it. He says it's filthy.
Where's that swit who pours the wine here? I wanted red!
I'm sorry, sir. Orders from above.
Is that true?
You can keep
find
that
it hard to
slop.
believe.
I'm the biggest wine connoisseur
Oh,
in
really?
town.
God, he's supposed to be served.
Warm. You can get wine, something to eat, and don't get me started on the wenches.
Is everything all right? Start.
All right, I'll go over there and investigate. The need for cleanliness and citizens' health should not be underestimated.
I need something from you. There is an item in my study that I confiscated from a female thief.
Oh.
She thought she could wriggle out of it by telling me who the item belongs to.
And what is it?
A silver goblet. She sneaked into Sir. No one's noticed the theft yet. But if Ulrich won't go and get it, and
Certainly, sir.
come back with this...
Plan? The Black Death had nothing to do with the baths, unless the Lord wishes to punish the wickedness that's going on in there.
Keeping the city clean is important. But we don't have
Nice.
arguing
Use
about
silver,
who
might
is
this
going
be?
to wash where and how is a waste of time.
It's only a waste of time because we're always arguing about the same thing.
Not at all. If you'd finally admit that it's a trifle, we wouldn't have to keep coming back to it.
A trifle? Do you ever walk the streets here? Sewage, rats, slop.
So, did you...
I did.
Not so loud. And now go back to your job.
Next, you'll want me to serve wine to everyone for free, too.
Why not? In Jerome Nas's earthly paradise, everything would be free.
don't put words in my mouth.
Gentlemen, let's agree to disagree. What if the king heard us?
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way, at least until His Majesty honors us with his visit. And as
Hey,
we
waiter,
know,
pour me some
Gunslin
monastery
absolutely
wine.
hates him.
He can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage. Ulrich, what have you got to say about it?
Me? Well, I'm not sure what you're implying.
Horseshit!
Well,
you know full well. Everybody knows. He wiped the floor with you.
Compose yourself, Adam, and stop drinking. The king might come any time now.
That's right. Let's not burden the anointed monarch with such...
Me? Compose myself. A full cup of monastery wine. I beg your pardon. I demand that you...
Ruhe! Franz, please continue.
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident. You were there, weren't you?
Oh, that's
Thank you, waiter.
just a small misunderstanding. We've sorted it out and everything's settled. My ears must be deceiving me. Are you defending Rutard? Besides, if his men attacked yours,
waiter.
as I've heard,
Pour me some
then we have a
monastery
good
wine.
reason to punish him.
What happened
wasn't
there?
ready.
Leave nothing out.
I don't like Rutard, true, but in this case, it really was nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about
Well,
it.
thank the Lord.
I heard there were several dead.
Did you? That's grossly exaggerated. I don't think Rutard will cause any trouble. He is sensible enough not to draw attention to himself while the king is here.
That's true. Because if we don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to him, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first. God knows what he wants to tell us.
If nothing happened, there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
Almost there or something?
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. If we tolerate this, the rabble in the city will go wild and do whatever they want. I suspect the gentleman from the city's sword-fighting school brought this custom to us.
Boy,
it's now
I'd like
run
some
by
white.
the German Menhard. Who knows who that fellow is?
Don't be ridiculous, Forsucker. You act like you've never been in a fight yourself. And to accuse a swordsmaster without a shred of proof.
Don't hang around me.
We're not some
Vanish,
old
you hear me?
fishwives in the marketplace.
So you will just leave it be?
Proven offences are punished by the bailiff. And that's that.
Go,
There are
go.
more pressing matters to deal with.
Careful. More pressing than the open contempt of the whole town garrison. The guards are apparently settling accounts their own way.
Everything
We'll
in order?
soon be the
Not quite.
laughingstock of the
But I
whole
think you
town.
might be able to help me.
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed. I can't just get up and walk.
All right.
I knew I could, while you're at it, count how many figures on the mural have wings.
But
Because I'm bored.
Okay.
If I threw out everyone who complains over a beer, I'd soon be out of customers.
that was easy enough. And he wanted me to count
We'll never
the
get
winged
anywhere like
figures.
this. Why waste our time?
That's 17. I could very much be wrong.
Soul. Really? And did you count them?
I counted.
And did you count all the monsters?
Oh, I thought.
Go back to serving.
Since there is the eternal dispute over the cathedrals, the building of the church is dragging on, and in the meantime, they are calling diocesan pilgrimages to settlers, right under our noses. It's just a village with a monastery, and they are going to mock a oil mining city. Why can't we build faster? Hire more craftsmen, start with night shifts.
Because those so-called craftsmen are a band of parasites. You pay them, they come late, or
You,
they're both
lad.
sick, and if they
You
do
look familiar to me.
their work is shit,
Have we met?
and you have to
Well,
pay
naturally.
someone else to
I
put
go
it
to your
right.
tavern almost every day.
It's
Really?
a waste of
Then you
time.
must have
I
decent
tell
wages
you,
to be
a
able to
waste
visit the
of
best
time.
tavern in town
Adam,
regularly.
Don't interrupt the proceedings with your drunken ranting, even if you are in the right. And as for you, Endelin, haven't you noticed there's a war going on? Are the experts from far off supposed to work in a city under siege?
Besides, I get the feeling there's something other than the welfare of the city behind your complaints.
Oh, you do? Do you? And what would that be?
Like, for instance,
Hey, boy.
that you'd like
Full
to have
cup
your
of monastery
altar
wine.
there?
So what if I would?
Hold your horses, gentlemen. That space in the side nave is mine.
Then hell freezes over, mein Freund. Your place is at least
Sorry.
2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me?
Good.
Ha! I think not.
Worthy councillors, we are not on the marketplace to argue like fishwives. The construction of the cathedral is proceeding slowly, and, as Yarin says, there
This
is
is
a
a book I
war,
read.
and there is neither money nor craftsmen. But with our joint powers, we will
Boy,
finish the
I'd like some
building
white.
to the glory of God and our city, even if it takes 100 years. What is next in the order of business?
Sorry.
Thank you, waiter.
Oh, we finally done it. Ugh.
I'm telling you, something is being planned. Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Rootard.
Azonal Tüçek Össe, Elegiop Tetonaikat, İşkelkinek Udra.
And here he is, Sigismund. Or the king himself.
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Never killed the guy that pours the drinks. He got
Like
these drinks.
this panda fools!
Like this panda fools.